The Atlantic Axess Podcast is a presentation of Entertainment Plus Mobile DJ and Media Relations in Moncton. See entertainmentplus.ca.
Welcome to the Atlantic Axess Podcast. Awesome songs performed by Atlantic Canada's finest recording artists. Now your host, Terry Parker.
Thank you, and hello once again. Welcome to episode number 274. This week we're going to shine the spotlight on Mike Stratton, a very talented singer-songwriter from the Charlottetown area, who lists as his inspirations Brian Wilson and Billy Joel, Elton John. It's those classics that helped to form his sound and his original music. This year has been especially prolific for Mike. Every month has seen a brand new single release, and so we're going to stack them up and we're going to spin them for you, and we have Mike tagging along to tell us more about it, and maybe we can figure out what makes him one of the most popular entertainers in Charlottetown. To get us underway, here's the song Hello Again. It's Mike Stratton on Atlantic Axess.
Hey stranger, I'm glad we could arrange this get together. It's time that we caught up. Just lately, I wondered where you were and where you went to. I thought I'd look you up. There's a warm off the water wind calling you back again, calling you home. Reaches out and takes you by the hand. It leads you home again. It takes you home. No matter where you go, part of you will never let go. The place where you grew up. There's a sky that shines above the shore. It lifts you up again. It's still the same. All the friends that knew you from before, they call your name again. They know your name. A heart is photographs inside to keep your memories alive. The many times won't be denied. Hey stranger, I'm glad we could arrange this get together. It's time that we caught up. It's time that we caught up. The sky that shines above the shore to lift you up again. It's still the same. All the friends that knew you from before, they call your name again. They call your name. There's a warm off the water wind calling you back again, calling you home. She's out and takes you by the hand. It leads you home again. It takes you home. It leads you home again. It takes you home. It leads you home again. It takes you home. Sun will shine tomorrow. The clouds will fade away. I'll tell you why. It's 'cause I see your smile. I feel like I'm in heaven. You make me so high. How can it be? It's 'cause you smiled at me. The smile that you bring changes everything. When changes everything. When you're around, it brings me up when it feels like the world has me down. When the sun comes out tomorrow, not a cloud in the sky. Well, I'm a lucky guy. 'Cause can it be? Is it just for me? I see your smile, your lovely smile.
On Atlantic Axess this week, we're in conversation with Mike Stratton and featuring music from, the last few months, really. Mike has been a very busy boy in 2025. He's recorded many, many singles. And so, Mike, welcome aboard.
Hey, Terry. Great to be here on your show.
We just played a couple of those songs, I See Your Smile and Hello Again, and we're going to do more. But congratulate you on what seems to be a very busy summer. You've been playing everywhere.
Yeah, Charlottetown is a fantastic place to play music. It's a small town. It gets really red hot in the summer. There seems to be live music almost on every corner. And when I play live, I do a lot of covers. I'm a piano man type guy, and I do Billy Joel and Elton John and Beatles type things. But I slip in the originals too. So I've been playing originals to people live 2 to 3 times a week all summer. So it's great fun.
Yes, no doubt. And I noticed that it's not just like bars that you do, although you do those, and sometimes you're in a duo format there, but you seem to be pretty well connected with Municipal City Hall. Like you seem to be getting a lot of those plum gigs as well. Call them community or municipal type shows?
Yeah, absolutely. My partner is Albert Kays when I play duo shows, and we go by Stratton and Kays. Mm-hmm. And if anyone is ever on Spotify, and they're kind enough to check my stuff out under Mike Stratton, checks out stuff under Stratton and Kays, Kays, because my duo partner, he and I have put out probably 4 or 5 tunes on Spotify under Stratton and Kays, and they're pretty red hot because Albert has a lot of talent and a great voice too.
You're definitely a king of melody. My goodness. Well, you play these tunes, and they have such a breath to them. They're very fresh sounding, but also they harken back to an era when melody was more king. So, when I hear you play, I hear things like Burt Bacharach in there. I hear things like from Brian Wilson. How much of an impact do these guys have on you?
Oh, huge. Absolutely. It's really Elton, Billy Joel. But in the last 10 years, Terry, Brian Wilson, especially from the key era from 67 to 71, where I would advise anyone who's into interesting music to check out the Beach Boys output during that era. It's all about melody with me. And then everything else kind of comes second, unless it's based on a groove type of thing. But I love melody, no doubt.
And you have such a wonderful ear for the instrumentation. Like your arrangements are certainly bang on. I'm wondering if you ever dabble in things like engineering or production of.
Well, I produce all of my stuff. And Terry, I don't know if you know this or not, but in the last 16 years, I've done a lot of radio jingles for companies, and that have honed my skills in production that's appropriate for melodies in 30-second spots, as you would know as a radio guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to touch on that in just a little bit. I don't want you to get too far into that because that's kind of like a separate chapter almost.
Yes, very separate. Thank you.
So we'll dive into that a little deeper. But first, I'd like to get back to some tunes here because you have such a summer flair about all of this stuff. Your most recent single on all the major platforms is "The Fool Is Here to Stay."
Yes. Well, I had that line from some time ago, "This fool is here to stay," in sort of a romantic sense. And then around July 15th, that's my wedding anniversary, and I thought, I'm going to flesh this out and finish this pop love song to my wonderful wife, Wendy. And that's what I did. And if that's what you'll hear coming through the tune, hopefully, is that sense of romanticism, I guess you could say.
Wonderful. It's called This Fool Is Here to Stay, and it's Mike Stratton, now on Atlantic Axess.
This fool is here to stay, never gonna go away. Mountains will crumble into the sea, but not for you and me. Oh no, I'll never let you go. Tell everyone you know. Years will pass, memories fade. This fool is here to stay. Days are full of wonder, nights are full of dreams. Time we spend together, it's shorter than it seems. So here's to new adventures, but best is yet to be. This fool is here to stay, never gonna go away. Stars were watching far up above, they shine for you and me. Oh yeah, I'll never let you go. Tell everyone you know. The sun is setting just for the day. This fool is here to stay. Looking back, remember the things we said today. The pathway to forever is showing us the way. And endless new horizon could rise above the fray. Mountains will crumble into the sea, but not for you and me. Oh no, I'll never let you go. Tell everyone you know. Years will pass, memories fade. This fool is here to stay. This fool is here to stay. This fool is here to stay. If I could see tomorrow, I'd only want the best. Can't control what I don't know, so here's what I suggest. I won't keep my eyes open, I don't care what I miss. For just a day, I'm gonna say ignorance is bliss. Stay
Mike Stratton on Atlantic Axess this week, and we just heard the great song Ignorance is Bliss, which is probably my favorite of the newer batch of songs from Mike Stratton, released earlier this year.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to last summer release my first full album, The Third Set, and it's on Spotify and platforms, but I actually have vinyl, and I've been selling some of the vinyl. But since then, you're right, Terry, I have been writing song after song. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Ignorance is Bliss, because it's a very special song to me, too. Because my son, who lives in Toronto now and is a musician, he works at the Canadian Music Centre, he played drums, guitar. He was home for a week, and he said, Dad, write a song that I can play on. So if you hear Ignorance is Bliss, I'm going to tell you, check out that lead break, because it's by the best lead guitar player in the world. Well, he's my son.
Well, he's the best one in your family.
You got that right. By a long shot.
Hey, you mentioned those jingles that you did, and I think I read there's like 60 plus out there, and that's a pretty good body of work that not everybody can lay claim to. That seems to be kind of a niche talent for many.
Well, it has been a lot of fun. You know, most of them are island businesses, PEI. So I don't know if people would know them in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Now, I'm going to ask you, there was one for wine kits that was supposed to be maritime wine. I don't know if you've heard that. Live well, make wine. But anyway.
Yes, yes. We had a wine shop in Moncton here quite some time, and they were quite successul for a while. But I seem to remember they used that jingle. Yeah.
It's not right. Probably was the jingle. No, it's. I doubt it. If I'm driving in the car and I put it on the radio, there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to hear something I wrote within 20 minutes. So, yeah, it's fun. It's been fun. And, yeah, it is. As a musician, Terry, in this world, to create any kind of revenue-sourced music is a plus.
Now, you've been performing a lot this summer. I don't want to stretch your memory too much, and I think I might be throwing you a little bit of a curveball here, but is there an event, a person, an experience from this summer or sometime this year that kind of stands out as an example of what it might be like to be Mike Stratton and to connect with the people that you do every time you play?
Well, it's funny. I was playing probably just a week ago downtown outside to a bunch of people who were enjoying ice cream and outside. It's an afternoon gig. And as usual, I'll say, okay, who's from away? And I'll say, okay, anyone from New Brunswick? And they go, yay! And anyone from Nova Scotia? Yay! And I'll go through the provinces. But there was one table that was yelling out a place that I'd left out. And they were yelling out, Alberta! And I said, Australia? No, Alberta.
Oh.
Where from? Alberta. And you know what I did, Terry? I couldn't make it out. So I got up from the stage, walked down to their table, and I said, I'm sorry, where are you from? And they said, Algeria.
Woof.
And it was like 6 young people from Algeria. It was a really nice moment. They were really getting into it. Who can beat that?
Yeah.
Algeria.
So, Mike Stratton, certainly a phenomenal entertainer. We're hearing in his voice his enthusiasm for what he does, and the music you're listening to kind of speaks volumes as to his talent. Definitely, we're going to recommend that whenever someone visits Charlottetown, they should perhaps look up the nightlife listings or the guide or whatever, find out where you're playing, because I get the feeling you are a wonderful accompaniment, to a meal or that type of setting, right?
That's what I try to do.
Mike Stratton is joining us this week on Atlantic Axess, and we're going to dive into a couple more tunes, and the fifth one that I was able to find, the fifth release this year, was called Like Spring Again. Yeah, I get the feeling that you're not very fond of winter. I'm feeling that spring, summer are your main seasons.
Hugely, with great love.
Yeah.
Very inspirational moments.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time. It's been a blast chatting with you, and we'll look forward to many more releases.
Thanks for doing this show, Terry. It's great for maritime music.
Mike Stratton, and here's the tune, Like Spring Again, on Atlantic Axess.
A sweet arrival came yesterday. A better feeling a better way. Through a window, breezes blowing, a new horizon is moving in. We're gonna be feeling alright. It's gonna feel like spring again. We're gonna see evening daylight. It's gonna feel like spring again. Monday, not blue today. Smiling faces are on the way. April showers rinsing the skies. Seasons changing, it's been a while. We're gonna be feeling alright. It's gonna feel like spring again. We're gonna see evening daylight. It's gonna feel like spring again. Warmth approaching every day. It's good to know spring is on its way. We're gonna be feeling alright. It's gonna feel like spring again. We're gonna see evening daylight. It's gonna feel like spring again. Like spring again. Like spring again. Hot days in the summer are always on my mind. No place I know funner. So if you've got the time, I'll meet you at the Brackley parking lot. We can fill the cooler to the top. I hope that the beach is just as hot as it is in town. Pick a burger up from Peter Pan. Get rid of the stupid t-shirt tan. Stick an umbrella in the sand and lay around. Out at Brackley, we'll stop and see Shirley. Hit the dunes and buy a pot. We'll go bright and early before the tourists take our spot. I'll meet you at the Brackley parking lot. Try to carry everything we got, hoping that the beach is just as hot as it is in town. Pick a burger up from Peter Pan. Get rid of the stupid t-shirt tan. Stick an umbrella in the sand and lay around. Out at Brackley now. I'll see you out at Brackley all day long. 'Cause you know summer's not that long. Half the time the wind is so damn strong, you get blown away. If I had only just one wish, it wouldn't be about the jellyfish. It's about the days we always miss in the wintertime. When I met you at the Brackley parking lot. The Brackley parking lot.
The Atlantic Axess Podcast is a presentation of Entertainment Plus Mobile DJ and Media Relations in Moncton. See entertainmentplus.ca. And thanks so much for